This is Jim Williams with the Hurricane City Tropical Update for August 2nd around 4 p.m. We have newly formed Tropical Storm Earl in the western Caribbean Sea to the southwest of Jamaica, and the system is cruising west at around 22 miles per hour and should be affecting the country of Belize tomorrow evening after dark as a strong tropical storm. That's the official forecast from the National Hurricane Center. Notice the long journey this system has taken all the way from Africa as a weak system traveling across, dealing with dry air and wind shear, moved across the Atlantic and has now found itself in a more favorable environment with lower wind shear and warmer sea surface temperatures and no dry air to contend with. So this system should be making landfall as a formidable tropical storm tomorrow night. Here's a close-up version of the map showing landfall tomorrow night just north of Belize City as 60 to 65 mile per hour wind tropical storm, and then it re-emerges into the Bay of Campeche and makes landfall again right near Veracruz, Mexico, as a weaker tropical storm. Now, again, this cone can shift south or north, but it looks like right now it may not even make it back into the Gulf of Mexico after landfall tomorrow evening. We'll have to see about that. One other thing to notice about this image, the red model is the best performer over the past 24 hours on track, and this is the H-Wharf. The best overall performing model on this system since it's been an invest has been the GFS model. Here is a shot of Earl from the HurTrack program, and you can see that this is a rather small system and well over 100 miles to the south of Punta Allen, Mexico, and almost 200 miles south of Cozumel and Cancun. So this is not going to affect these areas that much. They're going to get a little bit of rainfall out of this, but the bulk of the winds and rain is going to be down in the country of Belize and this very southern Yucatan Peninsula. The last time Belize was affected was back in 2012 in early August, as Hurricane Ernesto is passing just to the north of the country with 80 mile per hour winds. And in our wind swath projections, you can see that there's a very small sliver of winds that could get up near hurricane force just north of Belize City, with the yellow areas indicating winds up to maybe 55, 60 miles per hour. Earlier today, the National Hurricane Center dispatched a Hurricane Hunter aircraft into developing Tropical Storm Earl, and sure enough, they did close off some west winds and a circulation, and you can see the flight pattern they took to fly through Tropical Storm Earl. This is a really cool program that is at Hurricane City. You click the Hurricane Hunter program right below the tracking map, and it gives you all these details as the Hurricane Hunters fly in and out of these systems. This afternoon's visible satellite image shows the system is slowly getting better organized. You'll notice the feeder bands on the west side of the circulation here are starting to grow in intensity, and that is the feeder bands for the tropical system. We have not seen that the past couple of days. There's been basically no feeder bands on the west side of the system. But now there's some strong feeder bands. The center is right where my mouse pointer is, and this system should slowly intensify, and it wouldn't surprise me to see this get up near hurricane strength with all the warm waters out in advance of this system. And as we take one more look at the front page of Hurricane City, you'll see the Hurricane Hunters are flying back into the system at this hour to gather more data. You'll notice the countdown clock has been activated for tropical storm force winds arrival in the country of Belize. And the current feature is Belize, where you can get local radars. There's a plethora of webcams from Belize, weather observations, news, radio, everything you would need from the affected areas as this makes landfall. This will be the final update from Hurricane City on Tropical Storm Earl. We have a long season yet to go. We'll be back when the next one's threatening. That's it for now. Thank you for watching.